Let's talk about one of the most paralyzing feelings that every single one of us faces at some point, being completely, totally stuck. Over the next few minutes, we're going to dig into who the real enemy is in this fight, and more importantly, how to find the real path forward. It's such a simple question, isn't it? But the answer feels almost impossible when you're in the middle of it. When you know you need to make a change, you have to take a step, but every fiber of your being just resists. What do you do then?
Well, this state actually has a name. Let's call it the stalemate. It's that dead center point where you're just exhausted in your body and your mind, and it feels like the engine has completely cut out. It all kicks off with this deep, profound sense of just being tired. And it's not just physical, it's like a total drain on your mental and emotional batteries. There is just nothing left in the tank. And because of that, the desire, that drive, that will, it all just kind of evaporates. You simply don't feel like it anymore. And so this becomes your go-to phrase, the promise that's really just a delay tactic. Yeah, I'll do it tomorrow. So what's really going on here is this crazy internal conflict. You know you should be moving, but the desire is just gone. And maybe you can't even pinpoint exactly why. It just feels like everything is pushing you backward. And when you look around for a sign, for some kind of motivation, there's just nothing. You feel completely lost. And that feeling of being lost, it leads you right into a super dangerous trap. The idea that the solution is going to come from somewhere else, sometime in the future. This is the heart of the trap right here. We tell ourselves, I'll just wait a little longer, hoping that motivation is going to magically pop back up, or our situation will somehow fix itself. We're waiting for something or someone to just show up and make it all better. But here's the tough part, the hard truth. Waiting is not a strategy. The cavalry is not coming. Nothing will happen, and nothing is going to change because the very act of waiting makes sure that everything stays exactly the same. I mean, think about it. If you're not doing anything differently, why would tomorrow be any different from today? You get caught in this loop, just reliving the same day over and over, all because you're passively waiting for change instead of actively going out and creating it. Okay, so if waiting is the problem, what's the answer? Well, it starts with a massive shift in how you see things. It's about finally understanding who you're really fighting against. The whole reason we get stuck is that we completely misidentify our opponent. We're looking for a fight on the outside when the real battle has been raging inside of us this whole time. And this is exactly where we get it wrong. We look at other people and we say, well, I don't have what they have, or they had a better start. We blame our circumstances, our background, even our luck. But all of that, it's just a distraction. The real fight isn't you versus them. It's you versus you. It really just boils down to this. You can be the person who obsesses over the disadvantages, over what's missing, and stays stuck complaining about it. Or you can be the person who sees the situation for what it is, gets quiet, and just starts moving. This is the biggest takeaway of all. It's not your boss, not your family, not your past. The single most important variable in the entire equation of your life is you. Nothing changes unless you decide to change. Okay, so if the fight is internal, how do you actually start winning? Well, it all begins with the very first step. First things first, forget I'll do it tomorrow. That's the voice of the old battle. The new fight, it starts right now. The power isn't in some distant future, it's right here in this exact moment. So how do you do it? It's a brilliantly simple strategy. Number 1, stop staring at the top of the mountain. It's too big, it's too overwhelming. Instead, focus all of your attention on the very first step right in front of you. Pour every ounce of your energy into that one small, manageable action. And this part is crucial. Just do what you are capable of right now. Not what you wish you could do, but what you can actually do in this moment. And that's the whole philosophy right there. It's not about some giant leap. It's about the power of one step, one small action. That's your first victory. And those huge, great victories we all dream of, they're really just the sum of all these tiny wins stacked on top of each other. Which brings us to the final and most empowering conclusion. Once you understand that the fight is inside you and the path forward is just one step at a time, you discover where the real power has been all along. See, this you versus you battle isn't a one-time thing. It's everything. Just doing what you're capable of today, that's you versus you.
Pushing through criticism and self-doubt? Yep, you versus you. Building self-confidence, actually transforming your life, or simply continuing to move forward when it's hard, it is always and only you versus you. Nobody can do this for you. No one can take that first step in your shoes. The responsibility and the power belong entirely to you. And yeah, that can feel a little daunting, but it's also the most liberating feeling in the world when you truly get it.
And we'll end on this really powerful thought. It's a message of support, for sure, but it's also a final reminder of your own agency. Other people believing in you is great, but it's your own internal action that creates real change. Everything you want to achieve will only and can only happen through you. So, the only real question left is, what's your first step going to be?